Onto this, the EFF Tshwane officials led by the Regional Chairperson, Councillor Obakeng Ramabodu, have laid criminal charges against the DA caucus leader Cilliers Brink and Jacqui, along with Katlego Makgaleng, for electoral fraud in the elections of Speaker Mncedi Ndzwanana. Cilliers Brink, Jacqui and Katlego Makgaleng contravened the Municipal Structures Act 117 of the 1998 and Electoral Act 73 of 1998. Well, for more on this, we cross now to my colleague Patricia Visagie. Very good afternoon, Patricia. Tell us more.
Well, good afternoon, Nompu, and to our viewers. Now we're standing by, of course, standing ready with the DA just to get their side of the story as well and to find out how exactly do they react to the EFF that just opened a case against them. This after the controversy following the 69 spoiled ballots that came from the Speaker elections on Monday. You would understand there has been public outcry, some people accusing the DA of course, violating the country's constitution and ultimately violating the IEC's Electoral Act. Jacqui from the DA here in Tshwane joins me right now just to find out how does the DA react to what the EFF has done. Jacqui, thank you so much for joining us. The Red Berets just opened a case against the Democratic Alliance. How do you react? You know the detail, I don't need to go through it, but from your side.
Thanks. The principle of the matter is that transparency as a public representative is important. Public representatives carry a mandate of their voters and they need to be held accountable to that. What the EFF is currently doing is trying to divert attention away from the Action SA that is currently opened up cases against the ANC and the EFF coalition of corruption for offering 2 million rand in bribes to councillors on Action SA's side. And I think we should rather divert attention back to that, which is the soul of the ANC and the EFF coalition of corruption, and that is bribery and brown envelopes. And that in itself is very much frowned upon when it comes to public representatives being held accountable to their mandate to their voters.
But how do you react to them accusing you of violating the Constitution by how you voted during the, of course, Speaker elections, the numbering of ballots from 1 to, of course, 69 to identify how your councillors voted, whether they voted correctly? How do you respond to the criticism that the DA disrespected and violated the country's Constitution?
We believe that their charges is baseless, and we will stand firm that we believe that transparency is important and that public representatives need to be held accountable to their voters and need to be sure, the voters must be sure that when they go and make their cross at a ballot, they will make it for a councillor and a public representative that will carry their mandate at heart and not fall for a brown envelope that gets pulled through. What the DA has done is that we have proven that 69 of our councillors are clean of corruption and 69 of our councillors are committed to carrying the mandate of our voters.
We're expecting the elections of a Tshwane mayor tomorrow. Are you going to have the same rules? Do you have perhaps another trick up your sleeves that we can expect in council tomorrow? Or are you going to play by the rules this time?
Well, you can see that I don't have sleeves to put tricks up. Look, council meeting tomorrow is a completely different thing. We know that there is a march planned by the ANC to come to Tshwane House tomorrow, and accidentally this council meeting is called on the same day to feed into the violence and the nature of violence that the ANC and EFF has set our meetings up to be. On Monday, a DA councillor's finger was broken. He was kicked in the back by an ANC councillor after an EFF councillor ripped a ballot from another DA councillor's hands. So these are the type of things that we're probably going to be expecting tomorrow again. And I believe that the eye should be on the violence that the ANC and the EFF is bringing in intimidating our public reps when it comes to council meetings.
You earlier, in the information that we received from your communications team, was that the DA actually wants the Speaker to postpone the elections to next week, saying that the ANC's march is taking place. You're not happy, as you've just said, that this could easily lead to acts of intimidation. Have you written to the Speaker? Have you asked him to postpone?
Yes, we have written to the Speaker. We know that he had a security assessment meeting this morning. We also yesterday spoke to the security team in his office, who shares our own concerns with regards to the violence and with regards to councillors' security. I mean, it has been proven that councillors are in danger when we come to council. And tomorrow, SABC team and TMPD will be deployed across the city for safety of residents for this march. So there is a real concern on the safety of councillors for tomorrow, and we have put a call out onto the Speaker.
Just in 30 seconds, you were pursuing legal advice to find out how to deal with the 69 spoiled ballots. What did your lawyers tell you? Very short.
So our lawyers are confirmed that those ballots should not be declared as spoiled. And if the IEC had a concern, they should have rather done a rerun. We are still waiting for the IEC's outcome on our dispute that we have lodged.
All right, thank you so much. The intention from here, of course, falls on the elections of a new Tshwane mayor tomorrow. And it remains to be seen whether the DA will abide by the rules, or whether perhaps we will see another round of chaos, long hours, delays, adjournments, as we saw on Monday when the Speaker was being elected. And of course, those standoffs, the tensions in council from the various political parties as the shenanigans, the games play out. Or perhaps, maybe this time around, we will see a peaceful sitting where everybody is behaving. It remains to be seen who exactly the EFF and the ANC side will be nominating as mayoral candidate, but the DA, the multi-party coalition, stand with Cilliers Brink being their candidate that they will be putting forward. But we continue to see what exactly is happening. A lot is happening. All the political parties doing whatever they are doing and coming up with a whole lot of tricks, some going to police stations, to court, and you can hear as well what Jacqui said about what Action SA is planning against their councillors. So we will bring you the news as, of course, we find the developments. It's back to studio.